Tarot peeps. Hey, this is Mona again from Unscripted Tarot Together, and I wanted to show you how you can actually expand on this 3-card reading and get more clarity, more understanding about what's happening. So in the previous video, you knew that our storyline was new jobs, some anxiety, learning new things, and having some, and then being able to stand up for myself and continue my my value, what I really value, but not be defensive while I'm learning this new job. Okay, so that's kind of the basic reading, and of course, if I use my own self-love, that will help guide me. Okay, and this is, remember, from the bottom of the deck, and this is, to me, always my subconscious. I'm going to put this guy over here, because what I want to do now is I'm going to clarify these cards. What I want to do is I've got a different deck. I've got the little Rider-Waite, so you can see it's a little bit smaller, okay? But it's still Rider-Waite. And what we're going to do here is we're going to use some cards to clarify these. So we're going to dig a little deeper because I'm basically nosy and I want to know if there's anything else that the universe wants to talk to me about as I go down what I call a rabbit hole, okay? So, you know, the one card that I can see, this card, and I can see this card. This is a card that's a little bit confusing to me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clarify this card. So that was the first one that came out for me. So we have the Fool. That's a Fool card. And of course, New Journey. And you can see he's going on a new journey, and that's, the, you know, so the Fool starts the tarot journey, if you know anything about the storyline and the tarot. So he's starting on a new journey, which I am. And then we have the 6. Okay, I know what this is about already. Okay. So just looking at these 3 cards, I can pretty much tell. So I have a new journey, because that's what the Fool is. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is basically a card of equal give and take. Okay. So the new journey that I'm taking is a more of a balanced journey for myself, because I'm balancing out my giving and my taking, which I need to do because I now value myself. Okay, and this is kind of a lesson that I've been working through like the last year. I've really been working on self-love, valuing myself more, hanging around people who value me, getting rid of the people who don't. And that's all part of life, and that's all part of the process. So now I understand this card a little bit better. That basically, to me, this card is saying, go ahead and defend yourself. Stand up for yourself as you move into this new journey of equal give and take. But make sure that your defensive energy doesn't take over, okay? You've got something new coming up. See, it's a 9. He's moving into the 0, something new. And it's going to be better for you in the long run because it has an equal give and take. Is there another card that the universe wants to give me? And see, it's all based in love. It's all based in my own love. So do we want to, yeah, here, they want to, okay. So we have the World card. So new cycle. Let's cover her up. Okay, because YouTube does not like nudity, and that's fine. You know, it's a family friendly atmosphere here. So between the two, it's like the World card is a new cycle, circle completed, new cycle beginning. So I've got 2 major arcana. Actually, I have 3 on the board. Out of the 6 cards, 4 four of them, well, yeah, three of them are major arcana, which is quite significant because you really can't do anything about major arcana. This is going to happen whether you like it or not. And you know, the minor arcana are about how do we deal with these things that are happening in our life. So that's what that's about. So I have a new cycle, and that Fool tells me new cycle moving forward into a more balanced environment, a more balanced energy, that there's got to be more equal give and take between, and I need to be careful if I'm over giving or if I'm not giving enough. So this to me, that is how you use another deck and clarify a question that you might have about a card. And it's like what we call going down a rabbit hole. And you don't have to you don't have to stop at 3 cards. You can continue this as far as you want to go. And you can say, universe, why is the world here? And then you can pick that one. Okay, why is this 4 of Pentacles here? What am I holding on to that I need to let go of? Oh, couple of. So you can see, here I'm going to get these on here. Right here, let's move this up so that you can see it. So the new cycle is about me letting go and letting the new cycle of love come in. And you can keep going down and writing your own storyline just based on this one card. Okay, this Wounded Warrior card, because I wanted to know what that was all about. So it's basically me letting go of being defensive and letting a new cycle come in, a new journey begin in, you know, equal give and take. So now what I would do is, if I don't have any of these cards in my 3x5 cards, I would go ahead and I would, you know, get out my stamps and make my cards. The other thing, you guys, I would do is I would actually post it, and this is my journal, and I would actually take stamps and I would write, I would make the spread on, you know, graph paper, and then date it and what was the question, etc. This is from January 28th actually of this year. And then I would write on here, you know, what the card was, what it meant, and then you know, any other notes that I wanted to have, and then I would put it in my notebook binder, basically my journal. And that is how I keep track of my tarot readings. And you know, you can go back on those and you can learn from them. You can say, hey, what was happening in my life in January? You know, what was going on with that? And that journal will be there to keep a record of what was going on in your life. So if that's helpful, if this is helpful to you, great. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. If you want to get a hold of me by email, it's unscripted.tarot.together@gmail.com. You know, go ahead and email me with any information or anything that you want to talk about. I think that that's always fun, or any questions that you might have. And once again, I hope that you like this content. I'll be posting more teaching videos. As time goes on, I'll do some things on spreads. I know Jen's going to do some cards on oracles, because she really likes the oracles. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I hope you have a great tarot day. Bye!